But with the U.S. fall harvests behind us for most and crops now out of the ground, it's a good time to take stock of your property and think about what moves you're going to need to make to maintain profitability. Jeramy Stephens with National Land Realty joins us now for some guidance. Jeremy, a pleasure as always. Thought maybe you could start by addressing what farmers really need to keep in mind when it comes to reevaluating their property post-harvest.
Yeah, now that harvest is over with, kind of gives you time to look back and reflect from a profitability standpoint moving into next year. This land that we're farming, is it lease land? Is the lease land profitable? Or, what are our rental rates? Is it something that we're going to have to adjust moving forward with commodity prices are and inputs are, or is it something that may just have to be, it's not going to work anymore and have to release it? And then from land ownership, there's also land that may not be as profitable, and maybe that land has a higher and best use. Maybe it could be sold off for a recreational track, or maybe there's development close by in the area, and then the funds from that could be used to facilitate in the operation, whether either to make improvements on the other farmland to make it better, make it more profitable, or to take care of some other long-term or short-term debts.
Jeremy, a topic that we can't stress enough: aging landowners protecting their legacy. What advice do you have here as the aging landowners do start to move forward?
We are in a very climate where we have a lot of individual farmers that are moving on and getting out of the industry or getting out of the farming business. So, number one, they need to have an estate plan. What is their legacy? What do they plan on doing? Are leaving it to children? Are they leaving it to some other organization, or they want to sell it? If they do sell it, they need to look into capital gains and where that's going to affect them moving forward. There's plenty of experts out there, accountants and other tax experts, but I always tell anybody that's looking to exit, they need a good real estate, good land attorney, need a good estate planning attorney, and then need a great accounting firm to help them work through all these things to make the decisions that are going to be best for them and their families.
Well, let's talk about the ag land market right now, the current state. What are you seeing? How are prices?
Prices are stable. Inventory seems to remain stable, which is low. I think we're in a time frame right now. Like I said, harvest is wrapping up. Where are we going to be? Where is all the individual operators going to be? Where are landowners going to be? Is this a time to move, or is this time just to stand pat and try to weather the storm of the low commodity prices? But so far, we haven't seen any violent swings downward. There's some things in the market that would potentially project that, but we're not really seeing that come about. I mean, the market's still strong. There's still some buyers out there. You see sales come across the auction block through the Midwest. Those are all still strong sales. We have had limited sales in the Delta and the area that I'm at, but the sales that we have had are pretty stable. Maybe a little off, but nothing significant.
All right. Thank you, Jeremy. Great advice and great info there. Jeramy Stephens with the National Land Realty. We appreciate him joining us.